screen, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Joe Reed returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Allen! Austin Eckler, 77 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. They'll find Lindsay here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
47-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And his throw here is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 8 yards out, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Reed returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now
this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And out a little across the 20. To the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Denver.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Herbert stepping up. He'll try and run. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Here's first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Henry's got it out on the outside. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen.
That's good.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Herbert's pass. Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Rosa's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Taken at the 5th. Now a hit and a loose tackle. And picked up by the Chargers.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chargers.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Rosa's kick is good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that, so when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On the option, here's Eckler. Runs through the contact. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. A short kick taken at the 18. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 13. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. Some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to run now. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round,